How's it going, ladies and persons? I'm Puppy Sixkilla. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. What an intro we had, huh? What an intro. Everyone sit back, relax, and let's see what happens next. Whatever it is, it's gonna be absolute madness. The door is bolted. A sign reads, kitchen reserved for personnel until 1. Shit. Well, we need to go out the back of the building, though. I guess we'll go this way. Summer door closed for the winter. How do I get outside? Dude, I need to get outside. Hang on. There's another door over here, right? Let's hit this door. Wait. Something just came up. The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full flavour cigarettes. What are its hallmarks? Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it. Where would I get such a crown? It comes free with a 6-pack of Vermilion Roy Door, and the words Roy Door are stamped onto the crown's plastic. I'd rather know more about the world today. The contemporary period stands still. The faded carousel of progress that doomed the royalists itself is winding down. Our time is decelerating. Into what? No one knows. Alright, let's go. We need to go behind the building and through the fence. But we gotta check everything out on the way. Ooh, a person to talk to. Let's ruin her day by being weird at her. A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Pigs go home. The street name is illegible. Hey.
The RCM in Martinez? What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
What is this fuck the police business? Excuse me? She doesn't understand. The street sign says fuck the police. Oh, she cranes her neck. Well, I didn't write it, I'm just sitting here. You didn't say she wrote it. You just asked what she was doing there. I didn't say you wrote it. Sir, it was implied in your question. The timidness is gone for a second. Something else takes its place. A readiness? What about the other sign? Pigs go home. Who are these pigs? I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it. Pig is a widely used term for a member of the police. It's not loving. No need to worry. The lieutenant steps in. We're not saying you did. Oh, well, I didn't. She leans back, shoulders relaxing. Who are you exactly? Me, I'm just a gardener. Good to meet you, just a gardener. Another question then. We need directions. Since the street signs are messed up, she nods. Okay, what do you need? Looking for a dead body. Oh, that. She points north. It's right there, in the yard. Okay. Of course, I won't hold you back. She wipes her brow with the canary yellow glove. Alright, let's have a look. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. So that's that same building, but on the other side. A glossy magazine, most able-bodied men. This issue hits the top 10 list. Oh no, they're much hunkier than you. Jump jams, a pop... Okay, whatever. Let's talk to this guy.
Welcome to Revachol.
Announces the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to Kim. What's a Revachol?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
What's happening? You sound angry, Kim.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination. He's right, you're undermining our best shot at self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
You tell him, Kim. Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine. Fucking A, Kim, I got your back.
You two make a cute couple, you know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness. Now that's settled, we got a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
He waits impassively, cigarette smouldering between his fingers. What are you hauling? Not much anymore, I'm here to pick up some cargo. But the dock workers are on strike, so it's sit and wait on your ass situation. How long's this been going on then? The strike? They've been at it for a while. A month? 2 months maybe? He gestures towards the lorries. But this here is just the last week or so. What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up? Apples. Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide. Apples? Yeah, apples. Take it, do you have any other questions? Wait, no, I need to know more about your apples. Hang on, let me go. Sounds like a cover story to me. Look, Ace Detective, I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges. He loses his patience for explaining it. I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular Kojko picked apples. Kojko may be another derogative for a person from Grad, you think. Oh, so they grow apples in Grad? Yep, it's one of their main exports. They grow them down south in Ikokata, a beautiful place. Got great scenic vistas. In fact, Ikokata is a desolate wasteland, whose name literally translates to Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas and supports virtually no plant or animal life. Ikokata is not in the south, and they definitely don't grow apples there. Yeah, it says so. It's literally in the name. Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. The lorry driver glares at you impatiently, then shrugs. Then I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell with these Kojkos. They're everywhere, except their own homes. You keep saying Kojkos. What does that actually mean? It means people living in Grad. Yeah, you know. Gradniks. Gradvolk. Those degenerates from Grad. Why the word Kojko? Because that's what they're all called. Kojko Pidchik. Liskslaw Kojko. Kojkowitz someone. Low self-esteem those guys have, mind you. They look occidental. But they're not really like us. So it's an ethnic slur. Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature, who am I to say otherwise? So can I see these apples? Did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides, even if I did have some, I wouldn't go put on my nose in them. He looks at you with a strange glint in his eyes. Relax, you've got all you can here. He probably doesn't even know what he's hauling, and even if it is something unsavory, so he'd remain unaccountable. Why am I talking to this guy? Let's go. Stuff in the rubbish? Nice. What's in there? Three T's. How idiomatic. Where's this fence we're looking for? The lorry's probably stored fuel here. Now they store booze. Money! I need that to pay for my room. Sick, now I got like $1. Dude, we are nearly there, I guess. A foreign car, kept in good condition. A Stars Rajko, one of the finest Zesk, oh my god, made motor carriages ever. An oldie but a goldie. Who drives these? Not many people outside of Grad. And Revachol, west too, it appears. Bulky frame, heavy, hardy, looks like a tractor. Hey, Kim, check this out. A Stars Rajko KK2, that's a classic model. The lieutenant replies with a nod. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time. Hold on, maybe I can impress him. Do I know what happened last time? No. Only the motor carriage is typically baby blue. The colours of... oh my god. Zygus Munt the Great, an ancient Zismuk ruler. His banners were famously Zephyr and white, the colours of Stars Rajko. Tell me what happened last time, Kim. An old case from my precinct. A couple of Zismus migrants saw a Stars Rajko stopped in the street. Painted just like this, muddy brown. Murdered the driver on the spot. Said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The Zismus community protested the trial, flying the banners of some old king or whatever. He shakes his head. 5,000 came to the protest. Correction, 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revicol. What'd they sentence the killers to? He studies his reflection in the car window. 4 years for murder and reunion. The lieutenant shrugs. The perps were remorseful. They're sorry. Knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system. The prison in the greater Rivicol Industrial Harbour is already full. Prisoners are expensive to maintain. The longer the sentence, the larger the cost. Kim, could our hanged man have been the driver of this car? I try to avoid drawing far-gone conclusions like this before actually examining the body, the lieutenant says with a slight smirk, but my initial guess is that the two are unrelated. Interesting. Before we proceed, I've got an opinion on this paint job. Yes, detective? I should have left it baby blue. You sure you're not Zeissmusk? He shares a smile with you only for a second. Yes. You're sure you're not? Or if you are, it's only in a Revicolian way. 4 to 5% maximum. We're gonna look for this fence still. I don't think I'm in the right place anymore. I kind of went a long way away. We're gonna go find that body. We'll go around the other way. Money! No, that's not money. God damn it. Oh, that is though. Sweet, now I got $1.28. That's almost money. Must be around here then. Ah, this is the one. Who's this guy? That's a kid.
Kono's got this!
The boy's throwing rocks at the dead body. Can't be older than 12. If there was ever such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness. Like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, never comfy, Kuno.
Yells the other kid behind the fence. Hey kid, a word. Police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick!
Stop throwing rocks at my crime scene.
Fuck that Kuno. Yeah, right in the mouthhole.
The shit himself!
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kono know what a rake is? Kono's not a gardener!
Goddamn right he's not a gardener, he's an athlete. Every rock connects, making the battered corpse look a little bit worse for wear. You got a good hand, kid.
What? You wanna fuck Kono now?
No!
That's it? That's all you got? No! Got your ass handed to you by the Kono!
He's swaying from side to side like a vicious rooster.
Who's the man now, huh? Kono's the man! You wouldn't believe the pussy Kono tears up!
What was that, Kuno?
Nothing, see? Nothing. Just slicing some bacon.
Hey kid siblings.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces?
You will see.
The language these kids are using. Pure, unfettered id. There'd be no reasoning with these creatures. I don't have time for this. The kid's ladder is rickety, but still climbable. The ladder for kids. Wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. Oh crap, we need to send him up there then. The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. Look down. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in through your clenched nostrils. Ugh. God, what is that? Why is it so bad? Active decay. The lieutenant raises a white piece of linen to his nose. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging. He's about to blow. The cop's gonna blow Kuno. So we gotta talk to this other kid, maybe.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real. I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
What are those strange words you use, girl?
I come from the woods, Kutavitu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing, eh? Get the fuck out of here! Cash, you say I'm throwing. Alright. Entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The body, what do you know about it? Shitload, pig, what's your question? Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno. Kim, help me out here, what do we want to know? If I were to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, the usual. The usual being, have you seen anything out of the ordinary, or have you seen anything suspicious? Have you seen anyone suspicious around? Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno. Yeah, you tell the Figari, Kuno. Looks like you're a Figari now, whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations. You know who he was? Kuno's fucking gimp. Picks up a rock. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice. He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know. So you don't know anything. Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. He shakes his head, clearly offended, trying to make Kuno sing to the Popo phone. Do you know how he got up there? Probably clone. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down, so he didn't see it happening. You weird, Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revocol. He puffs himself up. Kuno wasn't regional. Okay, where'd you go then? I don't know. Some fucking... He looks around trying to come up with something. Mesk or, I don't know, some other place. Night City? Kuno was in fucking Night City. There is no Night City anywhere. It sounds like the name of a city in a pulp science fiction novel. It's a fictional city name. Night City doesn't exist. Well, you gotta be riding Kuno's ass. You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head. You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to? Don't tell him, Kuno, it's lame. It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's city. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage, that's it. And it's not lame. Lame. That's the name of Kuno's city, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that. It's impossible to do what it is about. At least for the moment. If it's important, it'll come up later. Focus on the case. You're testing Kuno's patience here. Get lost. About the crime scene. You kids often play in this yard? Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want it with it? That ladder. Ever climb it? Point to the ladder on the tree. Look at that fucking shit, he screeches. You're trying to get Kuno killed. So would you say that ladder is unclimbable? Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat. The lieutenant makes a quick note in his notebook. It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno. What's in the greenhouses over there? Dunno, he shrugs. Kept ass gardener used to work there. Kept is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Arapagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Interrogates of Lil Mara. Not so much anymore. Oh, and the gardener used to work there? Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. He fills his lungs with the rancid air. His eyes get a little watery. Shit's nothing to Kuno. You mean the young woman by whirling in rags? That gardener? Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit. He looks you in the eye and nods, as if agreeing with himself. Yeah, her. What was she doing at the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March? Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil, a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was preparing the garden beds. I should ask her about it. Yeah, it seems suspicious. You know, like things being like that. Suspicious. Who is Kuno? Kuno's Kuno, pig. The boy points to his chest with both thumbs. It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's used to a third-person perspective as a shield. Using a third-person perspective. Kuno, primal, violent. So you refer to yourself as the third person? The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the first person. Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you. The thing behind the fence starts squealing shrill and violent like a fire alarm. The sound gets louder and the child shouts at the window overlooking the yard. Help! Pig's got Kuno. Help! Rape! Help! The boy joins in. He's got the Kuno. Help! Just answer the questions. Help! He's digging his dick out. Escalate, Kuno. His dick is out. You're afraid. Pigs are hurting Kuno. Somebody please. It's full blast now. The wind carries a message far and wide across Martinez. Look at his shit-eating grin. He knows there's nothing you can do to him. He's bullying you and you're helpless. Kill him. Kill him now. You won't see death coming. Scare him. How did this happen? You can still get out of this. Appeal to his reason. Physical instrument. Shut him down. Oh, I really want to punch him. 83%. I could totally knock him the fuck out. Are you high right now? Help, misters, help! He prices around, his eyes bulging out of their sockets, rolling hard, yelling at the windows. Rolling super hard. He's flashing Kuno, he's showing his genitals. If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late. Who put you up to this? No one, he whispers suddenly. Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig. Help, the pig's gagging him. Kuno, can't speak. Someone put you up to this. You put him up to this to yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place. Listen to your fucking friend. Oh, something friend. Kuno hawks a loogie on the ground. The phlegm is yellowish and bubbling somehow. Okay, no one put you up to this. I'm done talking to you anyway. Look, Kuno whispers, even softer than before, vanishing silently. For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve. I know you wanted to hit me. He lets it linger. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. Look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look. Relax, he can't read your mind. He doesn't know what we're thinking. Yes, but I didn't act on it. It was just a fantasy. I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should've. Because now, he raises his voice again. You're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. He spreads his arms, taking dominion over the yard. King Kuno. Kuno turned you into his prison bitch. You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno. No, the lieutenant almost rolls his eyes. You're not. We can just leave. Bitch, you're gonna be in the shit with Kuno forever. The peepo-headed critter doesn't let him finish. A peepo is a type of hat, by the way. Nice peepo. You don't talk to me about my fucking peepo. You don't know where I come from. You're just Kuno's bottom bitch. Bye. If it comes to it again, I will knock you the fuck out. Alright, let's go. talk to the gardener.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
Tell me, what exactly have you been doing in your greenhouse in March? Well, she points to a wheelbarrow, surprised at the question. This might be the last snow we get, at least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me. She smiles shyly. Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow. Visual calculus. Squint your eyes and look at her intently. Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see? Entrance to the yard? That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbour gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you. Are you by any chance keeping an eye on us? No, of course not. I don't understand what this is about. She looks toward the yard and her expression clears. The kids did this, right? The redhead rat? Can't say a sentence without something or kipped. He's always giving me trouble. I was talking to him, yeah. Maybe you shouldn't be. I mean, do your job, but that kid is beyond help. And he certainly won't help you. She shakes her head. You've been resting here for quite a while, haven't you? The lieutenant intervenes, looking at her intently. Yes, I'm tired. I understand the RCM isn't welcome here, and the locals want to keep an eye on us. There's a silence, the smallest of smiles. That's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. The lieutenant nods at you. I think we're done here. Let's go. What do we do now? Like, let's have a look at our quests. We haven't got to inspect the body yet. Need to suppress the urge to throw up and approach it. I can't do that. Alright, let's give it another try. I mean, we've only got like a 12% chance or something, but we'll give it a go. Let's try. We did it! As you breathe in, the odour comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattoos, and tendons. Do they always do that? They do after 7 days, yes. We're deep in decomposition here. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamelled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. Investigate the boots. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A wide array of interlocking plates cover them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you. Out of place somehow. They're clearly not boots, they're armour. Possibly of a larger set. These aren't boots, they're armour. Indeed. With his notebook under his arm, the lieutenant crouches to inspect the soles. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots. Oh, the lieutenant uses Mnemno Technique A6. That's not just any notebook, it's a classic. Thanks, super useful to know. It's all you, baby. What kind of armor is this exactly? Ceramic plate, zirconium dioxide most likely. This is where the make would be. Where? Under the heel. Fair weather. He turns the boot slightly. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. What happened to the rest of it? The locals probably scavenged it. It'd be odd if he had it on for more after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for the pieces. The armor could yield information. He nods towards Kuno. Maybe he'll know something. If you wear those pieces, it'll help me protect your mortal coil. Maybe he was just wearing the boots and there's no rest to the armor? No, he must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They removed all his clothes to get to it. They didn't just strip him for the putrid rags. Then where are these clothes? Have you seen any around? Someone could have cleaned the yard. Well, that's a question for the redhead thing. I hear you, cop, talking shit about the Kuno. Come here and say it to Kuno's face. Fuck you, Kuno. You wanna fuck me, huh? You wanna fuck the Kuno? What if What if they told him to strip before they hung him, to demean him? They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmertes, and the like. This one's still in his underpants. What, you trying to ignore me now, fuckface? Kuno, this boot shit is super boring and these guys are total something. I don't know how to pronounce that. I can't even read half the normal words, let alone something like that. The material looks out of place here. It is. It's expensive. The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger. We've requested a similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabulary's deemed it too costly. In that time we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. How much are we talking about? For a full set, about 4 years of wages. For the northwest region of Revicol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, adjusted for rank. Wait, my yearly pay is 5,500 real? Not too much, yes. That's enough. The lieutenant nods, wiping his finger on his sleeve. How could this man afford such expensive hardware? That's for us to find out. He checks his notes. Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbour company. This confirms my own assumptions. Initial report. Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinet. I'm sure you did the same. These look pretty advanced for a security guard. I agree, this equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford. Pull the boot off. The stench fills your nostrils as you push downwards. An ominous creaking sound comes from above. Stop! The lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with the boot under your arm. Pig's gonna pull his head off. Brutal. Lieutenant, you seem distressed. Why? You're about to pull his head off. Do it, Homer. Do what? Pull his head off. There's no point performing an autopsy if you do. We'll have compromised the coroner's case. Indeed. From the saying, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more. Being dead for a week has all but liquefied his muscles. What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on that boot? These boots would go super well in my bell-bottom pants. You do understand these boots are steeped in cadaver odor, don't you? So my pants... You have a point there, detective. You have a point. But, the lieutenant taps on the boot. There's no way you get them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flown down into the boots. They're fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them? What's going to happen to the boots then? Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it'll yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. He looks towards the boot. Shall we continue? A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch. Sounds fragile. It's anything but. This material is kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. He points to the boots. See? Faint organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them all together. Like whorls of floorboards, this design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps. What does it remind me of? If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-section would look like. Run your finger over the lines. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into even more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice. Ooh, what do we get? The walls are in the shape of a letter and number combination. E50 100 1000. Point to it. Looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton. Good, can you read it to me? He tips the drying ballpoint of his pen on his tongue. Many numbers. Let's lie. Why would we lie? No. We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio on my Kanema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us. Oh my god, there's so much. Look at the belt. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt. Big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo onto 6-rotor airships. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word speaks to the thirst within you. What was that? A word? The Hanged Man, Vermilion. In yellow letters along the length of the twisted cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion, golden spirit lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery. This is a bad time for a drink, right? Extremely. Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo. Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries, for strapping cargo to them. Apparently this is the reinforced kind, for air transport. My brain tells me so. He nods. The local harbour uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. We're assuming dockworkers from the harbour did it. The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? My past has undergone total annihilation, nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life, certainly not a briefing. Okay, he blinks. You should ask me for one the first moment we get. They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring. I was afraid it would be. He rises to inspect the noose. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than we'd assumed. How would they even get him up there? A noose is one of those things that's easy to use one way around. He points to the buckle, tying the belt to the branch above. Did they climb up using the kid's ladder? That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled the belt to close the buckle. He makes a pulling motion. Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. Inspect the tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in the crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. The concentration is highest around his heart. Is this a map of the night sky? A map of the stars? He turns around to breathe before inspecting it closer. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messenian, maybe? But that seems to be more particular. Customized somehow. As if someone laid out most of the night sky, filtered it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right. I'm missing something here. So am I. A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminum from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera. Let the lieutenant work. Shit, Colonel, what the fuck is that? An instant color camera. He produces 2 metal-capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there. I have only 2 ampules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one. He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Then a sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampule of glass. You see streams of colour pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper rolling out. On it, a colour-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. In case we need it, the lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. Cool machine. Yes, he slides the camera closed and tucks away in his belt. It's pretty cool, isn't it? What do we need this photo for? It contains insight into the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell. Sure, just don't lose it. He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes. The glassy-eyed corpse looks by his mouth, mute, and his skin as colourful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms. Gross. Look him in the eye. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There's no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. 28, not even worth it. Squint and take a step back. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick, you've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Observe. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fattened hands, thighs and neck just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air. His face and hands are pink, thighs too. I see it. He adjusts his glasses. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration there. Relax your eyes. The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of colour, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thighs onto his boot. So what do you think? I think he's dead. I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet and neck are discoloured. Something is coming out of him. Well, let's go with number 2. Agreed. He points to the belt, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping his blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging. Yep, seems like a lynching to me. Everything here would seem to corroborate that assumption. But we should still get him down before assigning the probable cause of death. He's beaten up, see the bruises? I do, most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport. Stop talking in riddles, coin slot. He means you fucked him up good with Kuno, the girl yells. Fucked him up brutal like. Something's coming out of him. A pool of blood and feces is eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop. The victim appears to have contained more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death. Fuck he saying? Talking about shit. We got lucky. Did we? I don't feel lucky. Alright. How do we get him down? He stops to think, then checks his notes. Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down. We've been thorough. Do you have a plan for getting him down? The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's a question of cutting the airship's strength material. Maybe we can saw the branch. Climb up there and saw the branch? Yeah, it seems dangerous. There has to be a less risky way with less trees falling down. Less falling down off trees. Maybe we could ask for help at the harbour. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appear to be suspects in this case. Seems dangerous route to go down. Confirmed, it's unsafe. I'd really prefer if there was another way. These people might have an agenda. Okay. Can't someone else do it? Someone else? He pauses, you mean like the police? What was that about processing then? Weren't they supposed to take care of the boots? Why don't they help? Can't the boys from processing take care of this? No. Why? Think of the boys from processing as murderers. Only instead of people, they murder crime scenes. Processing is a wrecking crew, and they know how to commission off items and how to work the incinerator in the morgue. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to us. We have a growing sanitary concern here. We have to get them down. Maybe we could shoot him down? Yeah, the enthusiasm was unrestrained. Bang bang time, pigs, shoot his head off. The lieutenant remains unaffected. How? Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot. There, the buckle holds the belt together. What? Where? He corrects his glasses. Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits there, it might be a chance to release the belt. Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the Kuno with some shit. They'll miss. The pigs will miss, Kuno. Let me try. The man's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said. Alright, take the shot. I'll blow his head off. Take it. Take the shot. Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit. Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Cagel A990. Armistice mass-produced muzzleloader. Aesthetic, frugal, and one of the most common firearms in the world. Ian takes a step back, assumes the fella test position, taking aim. The corner of his eyes twitch. His finger is on the trigger. Shoot that motherfucker down! He's gonna fucking hit. The kid's voice drowned in a shrill blast echoes off the wall of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself, God damn it. Fucking idiot. Kuno could have hit that. But then Kuno's not a fucking handicap, is he? He's not fucking handicapped, is he? Try again, maybe? No, we're lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. He looks around at the window overlooking the yard. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. They didn't do us any favors with that. It's okay, man. Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the binoclad. Lieutenant doesn't say a word. He just looks at the gun in his hand. What now? I'll try and shoot him down myself. It's bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks here. He pauses and shrugs. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't hit the victim. I'm gonna need your gun for this. I only have one gun. Oops. This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen. Officer, why do we only have one gun? He asks, carefully loading his pistolet. Remember what I told you? I didn't have my badge or uniform with me when I woke up? Didn't have my gun either. That is even more unfortunate than the badge. You need to contact your station about... Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take the gun. Yeah. Take it, you fucking something. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth. Point the gun at the belt. Oh, feel the weight first? The cold piece of Bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your finger fits right through the gun, instinctively resting on the trigger. Fuck you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth. Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger. Point the gun at the belt. The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm. When you just shoot yourself in the fucking mouth, she hisses. At least you won't miss. 8% for hand-eye coordination. That's not good. Close your left eye first. Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the morning light as the corpse slowly rotates. The slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directing the gun sync up, dancing hypnotically. Look, he's crying! 17%. Say shut up? Or what, you gonna fuck me? Your voice is almost a whisper now. You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about? Point the gun at her. Don't. You feel the lieutenant's hand on your shoulder. Put it right here. She points to her heart. Right here. Intense shit, copper. Fucking waved his gun. She pants breathlessly with excitement. It wasn't intense, it was pathetic. I can't shoot it. The lieutenant takes his gun carefully from you and holsters it. His eyes are narrow and he doesn't comment on your antics. Fucking pussy didn't shoot shit, did he? Didn't shoot me, didn't shoot himself in the mouth? What about the body? You need to access the harbour and ask the leader of the Union to have it taken down. They have the tools and they have the men. Why didn't we just begin with that? I didn't want us to be indebted to the Everett Clare. I wanted us to be able to deal with this ourselves. This is clearly not the case. We need help. You need to suck my dick? Why the fuck am I still alive? I'm done. Alright, we need to wrap this episode up because it's like 50 minutes in now. Because we've spent the last 30 minutes talking about this corpse and this bloody kid. I guess we're going to have to talk to some people in town now, which is going to be a problem. Oh, we got a point to spend. Interesting. So, what should we put it in? Visual calculus has been pretty handy. We got a point in rhetoric already. Maybe we'll go with logic. Or maybe we should go with hand-eye coordination. So I can actually aim at somebody. I got -1 in savoir faire. Let's go with logic. Logic seems good to me. I'm sure that'll be handy. Alright, what else have we got? We got the photo. Got a whole bunch of missions. Oh, we're gonna be busy. We're gonna be busy. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.